Okay, so by now, anybody who's anybody knows about the Katt Williams interview. If you're into Katt Williams, if you're into black comedy or just comedy in general, um, Katt Williams gave this awesome interview the other day that was motivating, that was inspiring, that was funny. It was so funny. It was almost 3 hours long. And anybody who knows me knows that I don't like listening to long stuff. I don't. I don't like long videos. Don't send me no 3 hour long video. Like, mm-mm. If it's more than 35 minutes, chances aren't high that I'm going to listen to it because I hate that. I hate listening to things that are long. Now, of course, sometimes, I watch movies and stuff like that, so I do make exceptions, but that's not the kind of thing I normally would make an exception for. So he was on this show, this internet podcast called Club Shay Shay. And for about 3 hours, he spilled the tea. He spilled the tea on Hollywood. He spilled the tea on certain performers. I mean, it was fascinating. It was hysterical. And I was so inspired and so motivated by the things he had to say. Shout out to Katt Williams. Awesome interview. Shout out to Club Shay Shay. I know y'all don't know who I am, but shout out anyway. So let me give you my legal disclaimer. All of my readings are alleged and for entertainment purposes only, and they do not reflect anybody else's opinions except my own. I get the information from my interpretation of the tarot and oracle cards that I'm getting ready to show you. Okay? So right now we're going to find out what the hell was going on with Uncle Katt. Why did he spill all that tea? Was he telling the truth even? Some people said Uncle Katt was lying, y'all. So we want to know what's really good. My name is QueenAusetHeru, and thank you for joining me for another wonderful edition of Ask an Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and pass it on to anybody and everybody who might like it too. Please drop us a positive comment in our comment section. And if you want to get your own reading, please, please, please hit me up on social media or email me. I would love to give you a reading. Underneath this video, you'll see my prices, you'll see my email, you'll see everything that you need to know, along with my Patreon and a whole bunch of other information. So let's get started. So what's really good, Uncle Katt? Let's see. Page of Wands. Whoa. 10 of Wands. And the Five of Pentacles. So the first thing I see immediately in the Page of Wands is that Katt Williams is an entertainer. So first and foremost, the purpose of this podcast was to entertain. He has more comedy specials coming out always. So he really wanted to be able to, to work. This is work for him. He even said it. He said, "You don't understand my job." When Shay Shay said something to him about not getting into an argument with Wanda Smith on the air. And if you just saw that interview, Katt got into a big thing with Wanda Smith. And after it aired, her husband actually pulled a weapon on him. Okay? And it almost got really, really violent. So Shay Shay said to him, "Well, why didn't you just say something, pleasant? Like, oh, okay." And he said, "You don't understand my job." First and foremost, he is an entertainer. The Page of Wands is an entertainer. So he came on the show to entertain. He came on the show to promote his projects. That is very true. But it's not all. He also came on the show because he couldn't take it no more. You know how Popeye said, "I had all I can stand and I can't stand no more"? He was tired of other comedians talking smack. I've heard Kevin Hart talk smack about Katt Williams. And I've heard from other people, things I didn't hear myself, that it was other people talking smack about him. Because remember, Katt has been arrested like 19 times. And some of those incidents was crazy. One time he got beat up by a little kid. That's what they said anyway, because I don't know what actually happened. I wasn't there, but that was the rumor. Another time it was a rumor that he slapped this guy at Target, and I think Katt said that really did happen. So he has a tendency to get into beefs with people and will fight you. He is not scared to bare knuckles, okay? So according to this, he was tired of comedians talking smack and running from him. And he came on the show to set the record straight. So it was a little bit of the entertainment piece, but he also wanted to set the record straight. And financially speaking, the five of coins is right here. This is about money. So he also is, he's a businessman. He's also, this is promotions. Think about it. Think about how much Club Shay Shay, if I'm not mistaken, the last time I looked, it had 35 million views. How many videos do you know get 35 million views in the first day that the video is out? Come on now. So financially speaking, I'm pretty sure, I don't know how much they paid Katt for the interview, if they even paid Katt for the interview. But I do know that the people that that run Club Shay Shay, I know they got a pretty penny for that. Advertisers, if they got AdSense for it, that kind of stuff. I hope they did, because that is really good money. So yeah, this is also a business venture, is what that's telling us. He knows how to play the fool. The fool here, this is the entertainer. Again, the entertainer, the clown. He came to play. He came to clown people. He is a Virgo with an Aquarius moon. Virgo and Aquarius love clowning people, love fucking with people. And a lot of times it's not even us being malicious. We're just playing. You know how you play with your cat and they get a little too rough? That's what we're seeing here. So really, a lot of this energy, like I said before, is that foolish kind of energy. And the justice card is here too. He felt as though there was injustices, because I do remember Kevin Hart saying things like one of the things a lot of people have said about Katt is that he is an addict. Katt said all he does is smoke the cannabis. Okay? People have come out like he's an addict, like he, doing methamphetamines in the bathroom or something. And he wanted to set the record straight. He felt as though that was an injustice. So he wants people to know that that's not what's going on with him. Now, the question is he telling us the truth? Let's find out. A lot of people have accused him of lying through his teeth. Now, most of the people that he talked about, I haven't really heard much from. Let me see. So we want to see, is he lying to us? Let's see. Most of the people that he talked about, like for instance, Ice Cube. Ice Cube said he kept it 100. There was a couple of things he didn't agree with, but he said for the most part he kept it 100. Everybody said that for the most part. I don't know about, I ain't gonna say everybody. Everybody I heard. Ludacris did not agree. So some people are like, so what do we get here? Well, they're telling me that Katt was very balanced and very tempered in this situation. They're telling me that he was being honest. I get the indication right here that he might have got a few facts wrong. This is our Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands moves a little too fast, talks a little too fast sometimes, and they were drinking. So he might have got some of the facts wrong. Like, for example, he said that something happened in 2004 that I think happened in 1998. So he might have got some dates wrong, but he was drinking yak, okay? The more you drinking yak, the more dates and times are going to slip your mind. So what they're telling us is, yes, he was keeping it real, but there could be some indiscrepancies with certain things like a date here or something like that. For example, Tiffany Haddish, he said she never performed at some comedy place, and then she posted a picture at that comedy place and was like, actually, yes, I did post it. I actually did perform there. So it might have been something that was an oversight, or maybe he forgot, or maybe he didn't know she performed there. But there's going to be small things like that. But for the most part, they're telling us that he kept it real. Okay? Right here on the edge, right here, this Five of Swords is reversed. Now, see, the Five of Swords being reversed is always kind of problematic to me, because that means that there are people who want revenge. Katt is going to have to be careful. We're going to see a little bit longer, like as we're looking through here. We're going to see more stuff, but he's going to have to be careful because he done pissed some people off. Look at that right there. There are some people gunning for Katt now. Probably some of the people he was talking about. Six of Coins mean they want to come for his money. And they want to, they're going to come at him with logic and intelligence, and they're going to be talking shit. The Queen of Swords is talking, that's communication. So these people are going to be trying to come at him and in hopes to like kind of knock down, his popularity, because his popularity is at an all-time high. So they're going to be trying to knock down his popularity and make people think that he's lying and come at him. I've already seen Kevin Hart say some shit and go off. I've seen Ludacris made a song. He made like a rap song about it. Another comedian, I can't remember his name, he said something about it. The Big Perm, the guy that played Big Perm in Friday, he said that it was a cry for help. So we are getting those responses sharp. That sword, we're getting some sharp, angry responses. So some people are really upset about what he said. And he said some things about Diddy too. Some things about Diddy. If I think if you haven't seen this interview and you like Katt Williams, you should watch it, because he says some things about everybody, quite frankly. But he also says some things about Diddy, and Diddy has been in a lot of situations lately, and we all know that I pulled cards on Diddy and it didn't look good. And Katt backed up everything I saw in the cards. So if you doubt what I see, I have confirmation from Uncle Katt. All right, so now I said, who is Uncle Katt? Who is Katt Williams? He's a student. He's humble. He's devoted to knowledge, and he has an openness to lifelong learning. Now, some people may not see him that way, especially that humble part, but I do, because in the interview he talked about wanting to be God's friend. He talked about wanting and working towards all his life a personal relationship with God, and that really touched me because I'm a priestess, so I have a personal relationship with Goddess. So that really touched me. I have devotion to Goddess. So I think that he's the same in that context. No, he might not be the most humble person in the world as far as like dealing with other human beings, but this humility and devotion I see with the supreme being with him. So he has an openness to lifelong learning. I think he said in the interview he's read like 3,000 books by the time he was a certain age. So I would say this is true too. And people question, was that true? It is true. He clearly is. I don't know if it was exactly 3,000. I can't, tell you the number, but I guarantee you he's a reader, he's a scholar, and he's somebody who's thirsty for knowledge. He's smart. This one here came up in reverse. So Katt thinks that he's liberating people. And in a lot of ways, I did feel very motivated. But some other people feel like he's imposing his own tyranny over those you claim to liberate, ignoring legitimate constraints. That means he didn't hold back. He didn't. He did not hold back. And some people will see it as tyranny, especially the people that he was talking about negatively. You know what I'm saying? But it says here that really they felt like he should have held back a lot of the things that he didn't hold back. So that's going to be a problem for forever to come. I personally am glad he didn't hold back. I love when people just tell their raw truth. And number 3, this one is a verse 2. So they're telling us he's the Avenger, but he's down here, resorting to violence in the name of a cause. Katt will beat you up. He even said it. He said it. He was talking about how many times he got arrested and why he got arrested. And there was also another comedian, I don't remember his name, but he was talking about the time that he met him, and he said that Katt was trying to fight this guy that was like 3 times his size. He is a fighter. He is. That is not a lie, and he admits it himself. Sometimes he does resort to violence, but it's to prove a point. It's to test you. It's that kind of thing. It's not just like, okay, I want to fight, and it's also to prove. Remember, Katt's really short. So it's to prove that he is who he is, that he's that dude. I come from a long line of that dude. I come from a neighborhood where men will let you know they are that dude. And that's what he's letting people know. So it is kind of violent. It is kind of it is those things. It is violent. It is out there. It is something that, I might not want to deal with. If he was trying to square it with me, I'd be like, what? I don't think he squared with a woman, no, because all the fights I've heard him getting in have been with men. But he does do that. For somebody who's so smart, it's like you would expect him to be a nerd, and he is not. There are some things he could change. He not going to. We see right there in that first card, it says refusal to change. Katt is not going to change. He's going to do him until his last breath. And I can't hate you for that. I can't hate a person for doing what they think is right. He has his own code. A lot of people have their own code of ethics and morality. He is not willing to change, and he's going to stick to his code. He got the Hunter card. This Hunter card here is about focusing. They said that it's things he needs to focus on. Like, for instance, don't focus on arguing with these people. And I hope that he doesn't, and I don't think that he is, because that Hunter card is reversed. And usually when we see that Hunter card, that means that the person is going to focus on things, but they're not going to focus on nonsense. So I agree with that 100%. Do not focus on nonsense and just keep it moving forward. It says here that those things can be a distraction and they can take away a person's focus. They said that he needs to just focus on his goals and move forward. So he does get sidetracked sometimes, it looks like, by the stupid shit. Like the violence, for example. That's not wanting to change. Some of these things may sidetrack him. But it says here in the last card, he's going to integrate it all together. So he's like the rest of us. He's still growing. He's still learning. He's still finding his way. So he's not going to change right now, certain things. But as he gets older, as he gets, he's still growing. Remember, he's the forever student. So as he continues to do that, he's going to get better and better. I feel like at some point in time, he's going to feel like, okay, it's time. I want to heal. I want to grow. I want to come together more fully. I want to integrate all the parts of myself. I want to integrate my shadow. I also could tell, based on this card, that he needs to do some healing work. When he was talking in the interview, I could tell by his body language that there were places that he was still hurting by certain topics that he touched on. And that's fine. I mean, shit, a lot of us are. But I think that he is going to continue throughout his journey to heal those spaces. And I think he's going to get better and better. I'm expecting him to keep on going. I expect him to keep fighting. Because this first card here, the empowerment card, this card says that he wanted to empower others. He does want to empower others. He does empower others. People have talked about his generosity. People have talked about him helping them. So Katt is an empowering person. So he's going to empower and motivate other people, and he's going to maintain his empowerment in himself, because in his mind, one of the things he talked about is that he believes in manifestation. He believes if he wants something, he can have it. He said he doesn't even look at things that he doesn't want. I thought that was cool. He said, I don't look at things that I don't want, because I know that if I want something, it is mine. So he's in this space of empowerment, and this is where this is where we all manifest from, this space of empowerment. So I think that's beautiful. The second card is infinite blessings. So he's going to continue to be blessed. He's going to have some ups and downs, because as we saw, he's a little bit stubborn and he's still on a journey of healing and growing. But he's going to have infinite blessings. He said at one point he was favored by God. I believe him. Because those of us who I get this card all the time, and those of us who get infinite blessings, it is because we have a relationship with our creator. It is because we believe. It is because we believe in the law of attraction. We're faithful. We have faith. No, we're not perfect. And I love that about him. He's not perfect. He got some issues going on, as you can see. But he still is blessed and loved by God, because he does the good things that he does. He does the good karma things that he does. I was hearing somebody say that he gave somebody he didn't even know $10,000. It was a woman. She walked up to him in Philly, as a matter of fact. and was talking about she was going to be evicted, and he just handed her $10,000 and gave money to other people. The person said that he handed out $200,000 that day just to random strangers that said they needed it. That just warmed my heart. So, yeah, he got some issues. Okay, I got you. But he got a good heart. Aquarius and Virgo, that's humanitarian. And nobody's perfect. So he's a humanitarian who's still working through his stuff. And that last card, the Make a Wish card, his wishes are going to come true. He's going to continue to be able to manifest. Katt is going to do fine. And the more he goes in the positive direction, the better he's going to do. He's been through some storms, I see. But I see because look at this. See the storms right here? But see how it's all calm and beautiful over there? So he's still got a ways to go. He had some storms that he's still going through some. But things are going to get calmer and beautiful and more peaceful. His dreams, his blessings, his wishes are going to come true. So I really enjoyed the interview. I really enjoyed Katt. Yeah, he's telling the truth about a lot of stuff that he said. You will find some small indiscrepancies as the days turn into weeks, but for the most part, he kept it real. And a lot of people don't like that. So you come back soon because I got a lot more to say. And please check out the video that should be on your screen right now. I have a lot of cool videos. Please check them out. Take care.